Hi everyone, I welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to give information regarding accounting treatment for amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction of advanced corporate accounting of unit 1, and this is the part 3 video from this subject. The main content of this video is journal entries in the books of transferor company. So it's nothing but journal entries in the books of selling company. In the last two video, I have given information regarding meaning, types and other things. To be continued in this video, I am going to give a knowledge about journal entries of amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. For these three major activities, the same set of journal entries are being followed by the selling company. Okay, so when the liquidation one selling company is being liquidated, then that selling company account has to be find out. For closing the books of selling company, the following set of journal entries has to be followed. Then after we have to prepare the necessary ledger accounts. Let us see the model journal entries in the books of transferor company for amalgamation, absorption and external reconstruction. Model journal entries in the books of selling company, which means the transferor company. The first journal entry will be for transferring all the assets to the realization account, which means that what are the assets are available in the selling company balance sheet, that assets are transferred to realization account. So here they have mentioned that sundry assets. So sundry assets is nothing but closing stock, debtors, bills receivable, then other current assets are to be transferred to realization account. The journal entry will be realization account data to sundry assets account. Then the narration is being all the assets of selling company transferred to realization account. To be continued with the second journal entry for transferring liabilities of selling company. So here liabilities are to be transferred to realization account. So liability is nothing but all the current liabilities. Example, sundry creditors, bills payable, any other outstanding, then bank OD, then short loans. These are the current liabilities are to be transferred to the realization account. So the journal entry will be liabilities account data to realization account. The narration is being transfer of liabilities will be taken over. To be continued with the first and second journal entry, the third journal entry will be for purchase consideration receivable by the selling company from the purchasing company. So purchase consideration is received by the selling company. So in the books of selling company, so they are receiving the purchase consideration. So the journal entry will be purchasing company account data to realization account. Narration being purchase price receivable. So which means that purchase price amount is a due amount that should be received from the purchasing company. The fourth journal entry is being recorded for the purpose of what are the modes of purchase consideration received by the selling company. Suppose if the purchasing company paid in the form of cash, shares and debenture, then the journal entry will be bank account data, shares in purchasing company account data, then to realization account. Narration being purchase price received in the form of cash, shares and debenture from the purchasing company. So this journal entry is being for receiving the purchase consideration from the purchasing company. The fifth journal entry will be for asset realized. So asset realized nothing but the selling company, if in the during the liquidation, during the year of liquidation, during the mode of liquidation, if the assets are being sold out, the journal entry is being recorded in the books of selling company will be bank account data to realization account, being all the assets are sold out. Then the sixth journal entry will be for liabilities are to be paid off. Suppose during the liquidation, suppose liabilities are being paid in the form of cash or bank, the journal entries in the books of selling company will be liabilities account data to bank account. Then journal will be, narration will be being liabilities are to be paid off. The seventh journal entry will be for payment of realization expenses. So realization expenses is nothing but when the selling company is going to be liquidate, so all the assets and liabilities are going to be sold out. So while selling the assets and liability, the company has been making different types of expenses. So if expenses are made by selling company, what is the journal entry? Suppose the expenses of selling company made by the purchasing company, what is the journal entry? Then the selling expenses will be reimbursed by the purchasing company, what is the journal entry? Or will be discussed in this journal entry. Okay, let us see one by one. The first one is if expenses are to be borne by selling company, which means that selling company expenses are made by the selling company itself. So the journal will be realization account data to bank account. The narration being payment of realization expenses. Then the second one, if selling company expenses are being paid by the purchasing company. Suppose purchasing company paid the selling company expenses, that is the journal entry will be purchasing company account data to bank account. To be continued with B, suppose liquidation expenses of selling company is paid by the purchasing company. After that, the purchasing company has reimbursed that amount. So what they have paid for the realization, if the purchasing company that amount is being realized or reimbursed, the journal will be, it is a revised journal entry for the of B. So it's nothing but bank account data to purchasing company account. Narration being expenses paid and reimbursed by the purchasing company. While closing the books of selling company, if there is any third party stakeholders are there, like that debenture is there, so if the debentures are being paid at premium, what is the journal entry has to be followed? Suppose the debentures are paid at discount price, so what is the journal entry? So let us see one by one. The first one is, suppose the debentures are paid at a premium value, so the narration will be, journal entry will be debentures account data. So here face value has to be updated. Then realization account data. So here what is the premium that should be updated here? The last one is to debenture holder account, which means that what is the payment they have exactly paid. Example, face value of debenture is 1 lakh. If the debenture is being redeemed at premium of 20,000, so face value is 1 lakh, then premium is 20,000. So finally the amount paid to the debenture holder will be to debenture holder account amount rupees 1,20,000. Narration being debentures redeemed with a premium and payable to the debenture holders. The second condition is debentures are redeemed at discount. So debentures account data, here face value has to be updated to debenture holders account to realization account. Example, suppose the debenture value is 1 lakh. So that is the face value of 1 lakh. Suppose debenture holders are paid at discount of 10,000 rupees abdina. So 10,000 is to realization account has to be updated. So remaining 90,000 to be updated in to debenture holders account. So this is what the journal entry for repayment of discount account, being debenture of being transfer of debenture after adjusting discount on repayment. So this is the continuation of 8th journal entry. So this journal entry is being made for the purpose of what is the final settlement made to the debenture holder. So journal entry will be debenture holders account data. Why it is being debited? Because he is going to receive the amount from the selling company, right? So debenture holders account data to bank account to debentures in purchasing company account. So what is the amount paid by the purchasing company? Then so narration is being settlement of the claim debentures are given. In the previous last 8 journal entry, we have discussed about assets, liabilities, then third party stakeholders are discussed. So last one is preference shareholder. Okay, so preference shareholders are also one of the part of the company. Suppose if while the company is being liquidated, the preference shareholders are to also to be paid the amount. So let us see the journal entry for amount payable to the preference shareholders. Suppose the preference shareholders are getting the amount in the premium. What is the journal? Then suppose the preference shareholders are receiving the payment as discount. So let us see one by one. For preference share capital repayable at premium. So here the selling company paying the amount to the preference shareholders in the premium amount. Example, preference share capital is 1 lakh. So they have paid rupees premium of 20,000. So 1 lakh rupees is the face value, premium is 20,000. So finally to preference shareholders account rupees 1,20,000 to be made to the preference shareholders account. Suppose second one, for repayment at discount, same. Suppose the preference share capital is being 2 lakh rupees, so that is a face value. The to preference shareholders account is 20,000. To realization account is 20,000. Then to preference shareholders 1,80,000. So they will be getting the amount in the amount with the value of 20,000 discount. So here the journal entry narration will be being transfer of debentures after adjusting discount on prepayment. So these are the two set of journal entries being followed for preference shareholders are paid at premium as well as discount. To be continued with the 9th journal entry. So this journal entry is made for the purpose of what is the final settlement made to the preference shareholder. So preference shareholders are getting the amount, so that is why it is being debited. Preference shareholders accounted are to bank. So if it is paid in cash, so what is the cash amount they have paid, that should be mentioned. Suppose if anything is paid in the form of shares, that is also to be mentioned. So narration is being settlement of the claim of preference shareholders to be made. Okay. So next journal entry. So to be continued with the last 9th journal entry. So liabilities, assets and debenture preference share was over. So last one is equity shareholder. So in the equity shareholders are they are the major part of the company. So what is the amount as being distributed? The last undistributed amount is being available for the equity shareholders. So if it is loss or profit, all the profit and loss to be transferred to equity shareholders account. So this journal entry is being made for the purpose of what is the amount is being getting by the equity share capital and equity shareholders with the share capital amount with their accumulated profit. So this journal entry will be equity share capital account data. So it is nothing but what is the capital they have invested, so that amount. Then general reserve account, so any kind of reserve is there, so like that general reserve, reserve fund, then profit and loss account, any other reserves, all the reserves are to be transferred to equity shareholder account. So that is why to equity shareholders account is being credited, right? So narration being equity share capital and all the accumulated profits are transferred to equity shareholders account. So how profit are transferred to equity shareholders account? Same that all the accumulated loss earned during the last years or to be last financial year, that's also should be transferred to equity shareholders account. Suppose because profit is being transferred to shareholders account, like that loss is also to be transferred to equity shareholder account. So the journal will be equity shareholders account data to P&L account, to preliminary expenses, to discount on issue of shares and debenture account. So these are the accumulated losses. If it is being is that's also should be transferred to equity shareholders account. Narration being accumulated losses are transferred to equity shareholders account. So last journal entry. So this journal entry is being recording for the purpose of, so what is the realization profit or loss earned by the selling company. So during the period of liquidation, so all the assets and liabilities are being sold out. So by sold outing assets and liability, so whether the liquidation company or the selling company is getting a profit or loss. Suppose if it is a profit, it should be transferred to realization account and equity shareholders account. Realization, if it is a profit, the journal will be realization account data to equity shareholders account. So being profit on realization transfer to equity shareholders account. Same that if there is a loss on realization, that is also should be transferred to equity shareholders account. Journal will be equity shareholders account data to realization account. Narration being loss on realization transfer to equity shareholders account. So this is the last journal entry of 13th one for final payment made to the equity shareholder. So finally, how much of amount they are getting. So which means that equity shareholder of selling company, what is the amount they are getting from the selling company. Okay, so journal will be equity shareholders account data to bank account to shares in the purchasing company account. So this is nothing mean that. So how purchase consideration is being paid. So purchase consideration is paid in the form of bank or cash or debenture or shares. So that's why it is being mentioned that to bank account to shares in purchasing company account. Narration is being final payment made to the equity shareholders account. Thank you so much. So you have all understood about basic journal entries of amalgamation, absorption and external reconciliation. So this is the basic journal entry for amalgamation, absorption and external reconciliation. Thank you so much.